Hey Merciless, can you do last name origin Ramos? I sure can.
I have some advice for the world. That is where I seen something in what looked like.
What was your most embarrassing moment?
Probably this interview. Man, I promise you I won't be back on this crack.
This is where one man is forced to devour multiple insects at one sitting to be declared.
What's going on, everyone? Y'all are tuned in to the Merciless Show, and today we are back with another last name origins video. And today we're checking out the last name Ramos. We're going to see where it comes from, what the meaning is behind it, any kind of interesting history, any kind of royalty behind it. And we're going to check a few different sources and see what we can find. Right now I am on the House of Names website, and it says here, from the historical and enchanting region of Spain emerged a multitude of noble families, including the distinguished Ramos family. Originally, the Spanish people were known only by a single name. The process by which hereditary surnames were adopted in Spain is extremely interesting. Surnames evolved during the Middle Ages when people began to assume an extra name to avoid confusion and to further identify themselves. Often, they adopted names that were derived from nicknames. Surnames were derived from an eek name or added name. Hey man, what's your eek name? Alright. They usually reflected the physical characteristics or attributes of the first person that used the name. Okay, so basically, let's see, okay. The surname Ramos was first found in Castile, a region of north-central Spain. The spelling variations include Ramos, Ramis, Ramo, Rama, Ramas, Rams, Ramon, and many more. Okay. Let's see what we can find here. The Ramos name originated from Spain. Branches or offshoots. The last name Ramos means branches or offshoots. Olive branch, palms, or palm branches from Domingo dos Ramos, a Catholic feast day known as Sunday of the Palms or Palm Sunday. Okay. So basically, this would be indicating the first person to bear this last name would indicate that they were born on Palm Sunday. Okay. The Spanish last name Netzer is I believe that's Hebrew. Uh, Hebrew for branch. And that's very interesting because let me let me read something from it. Speaking on a biblical note, that is related to branches, since this right here is basically a play on words. So, last name Ramos would be branch, or Netzer, it means branch. That's what it would mean in Hebrew. Well, that's fascinating because it says, let's see, Jeremiah prophesied the rebirth of David's house. Behold, the days are coming, says the Lord, that I will raise to David a branch of righteousness. A king shall reign and prosper and execute judgment and righteousness in the earth. That was Jeremiah 23:5. And Zechariah prophesied, behold, I am bringing forth my servant, the branch. And that is from Zechariah 3:8. The words used to describe this twig are different. Isaiah using this word right here, Netzer, and Jeremiah and Zechariah using Seme, but the thought is the same. From the felled stump of David's royal house, a humble sprout would spring up and survive. The Messiah would come and Israel would again bear fruit. That's interesting. That last name's got a lot of religious significance. And when you look at the Hebrew origins of what that last name means, it's Spanish in origins, but the meaning origins is Hebrew. That's very interesting. Yeah, see, it just says what I just read right there. Isaiah 11:1, and there should come forth a rod out of the stem of Jesse, and a branch, Netzer, branch, Spanish Ramo, shall grow out of his roots. The original root of Christianity, Netzerim. Now, this has already turned into very fascinating topic for me. In the city, the Israeli city called Nazareth, comes from the Israeli city Nazareth is a play on words that basically means branch. So basically, when it was saying that out of King David would come the branch, that Messiah came from the branch of King David. He literally came from branch. Literally. The term never used to designate the original followers of Yeshua. Okay, let's see here. The original root of Christianity is Netzarim. Also, the first believers were called Christianae in Acts 11:26, indicating that the Greek Christians came to faith in Messiah shortly after the Besorah was first preached to the Jews. The Hebrew word Netzarim, branches, is a prophetic term used by Hebrews to refer to both Jewish and non-Jewish Talmudim, disciples of Yeshua. The name Christianos came from a Latinized form of the Greek word Christ and was used as a designation of mainly Christian believers in Jesus outside of Palestine. I'm sorry, mainly Gentile believers in Jesus. The term was never used to designate the original followers of Yeshua. So, that's interesting. Had it went slightly different, if history would have went slightly different during the beginning years of Christianity, we Christians would have probably went by Netzarim instead of Christians, or branches instead of Christians. Man, I can hear those I can imagine those Muslims and atheists talking shit about talking shit about us if we were called branches instead of Christians. Those fucking branches are always judging us. Oh man. Man, this was a good one. I learned a little bit. I had fun doing this one, and yeah, I had fun doing this one, and I would love to do more in the future. if y'all want me to do a video on y'all's last name, just put a comment in the video and let me know which last name to do it on. Y'all have a blessed day.